Most people want a side hustle, not because they dream of becoming entrepreneurs, but because they want one simple thing: optionality, more money, more freedom, less pressure from a single job. But every beginner faces the same question within the first 5 minutes. Should I start from scratch, or should I buy a small business that already exists? This question matters more than you think, because choosing the wrong path can waste months, even years. And choosing the right one can compress your success into a fraction of the time. Today, I'll break down both paths with absolute honesty. What works, what doesn't, who should start from zero, who should buy, and the hidden third option that quietly produces the highest success rate of all. Let's start with the romantic option, building from the ground up. People love the idea of creating something original, unique, perfectly aligned with their vision. But the reality is far less poetic. Starting from zero gives you full creative control. You decide the brand, the product, the audience, the pricing, the tone, the business model. There's almost no upfront cost. You can start today with a laptop and a few hours a week. And emotionally, it feels pure. Your idea, your project. But here's the part nobody says out loud. 0 to 1 is the hardest distance in business. It's the phase where almost everyone quits. Why? Because in the beginning, nothing works. You post and nobody sees it. You write content and nobody reads it. You build a product and nobody buys it. You spend hours learning SEO, design, strategy, and growth is basically flat. Starting from scratch means you're doing 3 difficult things at the same time. 1, learning the skills. 2, building the asset. 3, finding an audience from zero. Each of these is already challenging on its own. Doing all 3 simultaneously is why most people burn out by month 3. Let's talk about time. If you're working a full-time job, you realistically have a few hours in the evening and maybe a block on weekends. That slow cadence makes momentum fragile. If something doesn't work, you don't pivot tomorrow. You pivot next weekend. If you lose motivation, there is no engine pushing you forward. The biggest risk of starting from zero is not failure, it's invisibility. Now, starting from scratch does work. Millions of people have done it. But the winners usually have one of these factors on their side. They already possess a valuable skill. They already have an audience. They have months of savings and can treat the project like a part-time job. They enjoy the process of testing and iterating. If that's not you, expect a slow, uncertain path. Still, there's something powerful here. Building from zero forces you to understand how money is actually created. You're close to the mechanism. You understand marketing, positioning, customer psychology, and product market fit. Those lessons will serve you for life, even if the first attempt fails. Now let's look at the opposite approach, buying an existing digital asset. This could be a newsletter, a YouTube channel, a small website with traffic, a micro SaaS tool, a database, a template shop, even a social account. The internet today has marketplaces everywhere offering small, affordable, ready-made assets. The biggest advantage of buying instead of building is simple. You skip the hardest part, zero. You skip the phase where nobody reads your content, the phase where your SEO has no authority, the phase where your systems don't exist, the phase where you have no data, the phase where motivation evaporates because nothing moves. When you buy, you get something priceless: momentum. Even a small newsletter with 500 subscribers is infinitely better than zero. A website with 2,000 monthly visitors is infinitely better than zero. A YouTube channel with 20 videos is infinitely better than zero. Momentum cuts years off the journey. People often say, "I don't know enough to buy a business." But that's not true. Buying is actually easier than building. You're not guessing. You're evaluating something that already exists. There's data, history, revenue, traffic, engagement. You can see what's working, what's not, and where the opportunity is. But buying has risks too, and you need to know them before ever sending money. Risk 1, overpaying. People get excited and buy with emotion instead of math. If a site makes $50 a month and costs $2,000, you're paying 40 times monthly earnings. Too high. Risk 2, lack of due diligence, fake traffic, purchased followers, AI content without ranking potential. If you don't check everything, you can inherit a ghost. Risk 3, you buy something you don't understand. Owning a small SaaS is pointless if you can't maintain it. Owning a niche website is risky if you've never done SEO. Buying a YouTube channel is a waste if you can't produce consistent content. Risk 4, thinking the work disappears. Buying a business does not eliminate work. It eliminates startup work. You still need to operate, improve, and manage it. So who should buy instead of build? People with money but limited time. People who want a head start. People who enjoy optimization more than creation. People who want to avoid the emotional pain of growing from zero. Buying doesn't make the path easy, but it makes the path shorter. There's a third path almost nobody talks about, yet it's the one with the highest success rate for everyday people. Not starting from zero, not buying something big and expensive, but instead, buying a small asset with traction and building on top of it. Think of it like acquiring a base camp on a mountain instead of starting at sea level. Examples: buy a small newsletter with 500 subscribers and create new lead magnets, better segmentation, and higher value content. Buy a small website with 30 articles and add 50 high-quality ones with better search intent. Buy a YouTube channel with 10 videos and turn it into a faceless content machine with a real posting schedule. Buy a micro database or template store and expand it by 10 times with new digital products. This hybrid method works because 1. You skip the hardest part, no zero, no silence, no waiting for Google to index your site. 2. You start with data. You can instantly see what resonates. 3. You can fix weak points quickly. Most small businesses for sale are poorly optimized. A few improvements create disproportionate returns. 4. Your time has leverage. If you create content or systems, you're adding them onto something already moving. 5. Costs are low. Instead of spending $15,000 on a big acquisition, you spend $300 to $2,000 on a small one. This is the most underpriced opportunity in the digital economy. Here's the honest answer. Without drama. If you have more time than money, a desire to learn deeply, a tolerance for slow progress, start from zero. It will teach you skills you'll use forever. But if you have more money than time, a stable job, the need for predictable momentum, buy a small existing business, and if you want the highest probability of success with the lowest risk, buy small, improve aggressively, and scale through consistency. Most failures come from starting with nothing. Most successes come from improving something that already has a heartbeat. The question is not which path is better. The real question is, which path matches your energy, resources, and season of life? 3 principles to guide you. 1. Speed beats perfection. Whichever path you choose, move fast. Speed compounds. 2. Momentum beats motivation. If you struggle with consistency, buy momentum. If you love building, create momentum. 3. Cash flow beats potential. A business that makes $50 a month is better than a dream that makes $0. Whichever option you choose, commit for at least 12 months. The internet rewards consistency, not brilliance. If you want more deep dive content on digital assets, side hustles, and online acquisitions, subscribe and turn on notifications. And check the description for tools, newsletters, and breakdowns you can use today to start building your own income engine.